Hey, stick around towards the end of the video for some news. Don't miss it. What's up, Warlord Squad? My name is Anime Warlord, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to an all-new Blerdtaku Pickups. So today's Blerdtaku Pickups is actually pretty damn big, so without any further ado, let us begin. Alright, to kick things off for today's Blerdtaku Pickups, I have my very first ever soundtrack right here. This is the soundtrack for Senran Kagura, Endless Summer. This is my very first ever Senran Kagura soundtrack, and I really do want to play Senran Kagura at some point or another because I heard nothing but great things about it, and of course, very sexy things. The only things that I do know about Senran Kagura is, of course, that the characters are always super duper sexy, and that it's a wild time whenever you play a Senran Kagura game of any kind. Next up, I have a CD of a band that I discovered recently thanks to a really good friend of mine. These guys are called Timeless Miracle, and they are a Swedish power metal band, and this is the first album that I listened to. This is Timeless Miracle's Into the Enchanted Chamber, and if you guys haven't heard of Timeless Miracle, go do that right now. These guys just are fucking awesome. They rock. Each of their songs has like a whole lot of heart, soul, and passion put into it. And my favorite song by them so far is the title track of this album, and it is called Curse of the Werewolf. Me and my buddy have listened to this over and over again, and it is just amazing. Also, y'all want to know something crazy real quick about Timeless Miracle before I showcase the next item in today's Blerdtaku Pickups? These guys are not largely as known as other power metal bands like Dragon Force. So once again, I say, if you guys are really curious about an amazing power metal band from Sweden, go and listen to these guys. They are just incredible. I only have just one anime, and that is the complete first season of an anime called Sekirei. This is such a phenomenal ecchi anime. If you love your boobies, this one will be right up your fucking alley. And I actually got this for a pretty damn good steal. I only got the first season of Sekirei at one of my local bookstores for a fucking $1. I'm like, dude, $1 for the first season of Sekirei? Sign me up, please. I still need to collect the second season, and I really do want to collect the manga at some point or another. But I hear that the 5th volume of the manga for Sekirei is actually really hard to come by, and it actually costs like an arm and a leg to get. But I'm willing to try anything so I can get my hands on it. But for now, I have the first season of Sekirei, and I'm really happy. Once again, I say that I'm very happy that I'm, finding these old school Funimation titles, because as everybody already knows, that Funimation is no longer in business, and it's just all Crunchyroll now, because I feel like that's very important to, preserve its history and whatnot. And yeah, I remember that logo like it's just yesterday. That logo just basically screams classic. Next up, I have an episode manga for the anime Speed Racer, and it's just basically like an episode light novel in some way, shape, or form. And honestly, that's something I want to investigate in the future, because I have over 202 manga, but I really want to start collecting light novels in the foreseeable future. Next up, I have a little mini poster of my favorite anime of all time, and you guys already know that it's Akira. This was given to me once again by a really good friend of mine, and I think how this would really stand out is if I honestly got a whole bunch of signatures, like just basically signatures of people that have voice acted in the pioneer dub of Akira, like Joshua Seth, Johnny Young Bosch, and some other people, and that would really make this poster stand out even more than it already is, because this picture is already iconic as it is, but it will really stand out if I got like the pioneer dub voice actors to sign this thing. Who knows, maybe it'll happen one day. Next up are some movies. Yeah, gotta love movies, man. So first and foremost, I have TMNT from the year 2007. And if you ask me, I think this is the most underrated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film ever. This was really good. I enjoyed it as a kid, and I still enjoy it as an adult. I remember, like, in my teen years, I'm just like, yeah, maybe the critics were right. This is kind of trash. But keep in mind, this was my early teen years. And then when I got into my early adult years, I'm like, what was I thinking? This is actually peak. This is peak. Next up, speaking of peak, Spy Kids 2, Island of Lost Dreams. This is actually my favorite of the Spy Kids movies, and I cannot wait to collect the other ones. Well, the first trilogy anyway, because the first trilogy is actually pretty great. But this one is the best. Spy Kids 2. Here's another childhood classic, Open Season. This, to me, is the only open season that fucking matters, because the other two are just basically just dog shit. If you guys have seen the other open seasons after this one, I do apologize, because those ones are just absolutely trash. Speaking of amazing comedies, here is the first ever Ted, and this one is the unrated version, which includes the theatrical release and the one that was too much for theaters. Ooh. And lastly, I have a little mini collection of Magic School Bus episodes. I loved the Magic School Bus growing up, and I still do to this very day. This is the Magic School Bus, the human body. And once again, this was given to me by an awesome friend. And lastly, well, right on my table that is, I have two brand new art books for the art book collection. Okay, so first and foremost, when I have gotten that amazing Senran Kagura soundtrack, I also have this wonderful, bodacious, sexy, you name it, art book for Senran Kagura as well. Now, obviously, I can't do an art book reaction video of this on my YouTube channel because, you know, YouTube is just so fucking tight-fisted about ecchi content these days. Kind of a bummer. But I'm very happy that I have this, and when you look inside, it is just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And finally, for the items on my coffee table, is this. Yes, indeed. This is a art book for Akira. This is actually my second Akira art book, believe it or not. This art book just basically gives you details that were in Katsuhiro Otomo's magnum opus of a movie, Akira. And as an Akira superfan, I actually looked through it a little bit, and it looks absolutely wonderful. I think this will be like the next episode of art book reactions. Woo! The art book collection just keeps on getting bigger and bigger, y'all. Okay, guys, today's Blerdtaku Pickups is not over quite yet. I still have one more item, and I saved the best item for last. Are y'all ready for this? I was originally going to do a drum roll, but honestly, I'm just so excited about my last item that there's no need for a drum roll. Here it is. So for the last item on today's Blerdtaku Pickups is none other than, I finally have one, a Nintendo Switch! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Joy-Con boys! Joy-Con boys! Yep, your boy Anime Warlord is officially a Joy-Con boy. So, one of my best friends and his wife honestly gave this to me because, you know, I've been there for them on multiple occasions. I've helped them out with multiple occasions and everything else in between. And they already have a Switch too. So they just basically gave me their first Nintendo Switch. So I can finally collect Switch games. Woo! Joy-Con boys. Joy-Con boys. Are you guys? Now for the news. So this is unfortunately going to be my last Blerdtaku Pickups for now.
What? No.
Whoa. Easy there, Warlord Squad. Easy, guys. Easy. The main reason why I say this is my final Blerdtaku Pickups, at least for now, it's because, honestly, y'all, I want to do this year's Black Friday special very interesting. How interesting is interesting? Well, I actually want to make this year's Black Friday a Wombo combo. I want to make this year's Black Friday with stuff that I get online, mixed in with some stuff that I have collected in stores, and combine them all together to make one big mega ultra super haul.
Yes.
Now, don't worry, the annual convention halls, you know, they will still happen because, you know, the C2E hall will still happen, and of course the ASIN hall will still happen, and the Anime Magic hall will still happen. But for this year's Black Friday haul, it's going to be a combination of the stuff that I get online as well as the stuff that I get in stores, and once again, it'll be a big mega ultra super haul. And last but most certainly not least, will I still do manga collection / library updates throughout this year? Honestly, that one's a maybe too as well. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the new news. And this just about wraps things up for today's video. If you guys like today's video, give it a like. If you guys have anything to say about today's video, give it a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell to be notified on future nerdy videos when they're released. You guys already know who I am. I'm Anime Warlord. Stay nerdy, stay safe out there. Have a great day, have a great evening, whatever your time zone may be. And always remember to take care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys again in the very next video. Once again, this is Anime Warlord, signing off.